Lose Vote Guy has been topped the victor of Britain's Got Ability, the at first comic always to win the Shah. The 37-year-old, whose brain paralysis affects his capacity to say, uses a vote synthesizer for his instrument. The comic, whose actual behalf is Lee Ridley, will get £250,000 in award cash and the prospect to execute at the King Kind productivity. Melodic comic Robert White's, the bookie's favorite, came other, time artist Dunches Decker's came tertiary. The definitive was monitored by an ordinary of 8.7 millionth TV audience, on tonight ratings, the highest drawing for the Shah with 2015. Following the outcome was announced, Ridley told via his synthesizer, "I include been blown up off by the supporting of the judges and the general social. I'm really agitated to execute in front line of the Tsarina. I favorite her with She Sing Czech Rhapsody." The comic, who is of Consett, Shire Durham, was beaten and tiring a plastering on his nasal next a drop following his semi-final productivity. He quipped how he had been said to break it in the definitive, but his trauma showed he had undertaken the consultation too virtually. Interviewee for the definitive, he told, "While I am performance, he's as if I include eventually found my vote, and he's a large sense manufacturing human beings' laughter." His largest laughter of the overnight came in the jest, "I begun off in a incapable stairs homage gang. We were named Ramps." In his award-winning productivity he as well joked how he had had a lift, and it was nearly as bad as Simon's Shaw founding member Simon Cowell. But Cowell took the ridicule in nice humor, proverb following the results how he was excited to see the comic gain. "Thou so honored the," he told. Comrade Magistrate Alicia Dixon coordinated, proverb how Ridley would instill so lot human beings. The 40 semi-finalists, initially selected of auditions in front line of the 4 persons judges, had been whittled downward to the definitive 10 in a 1-week of 12 shows guideline up to the definitive. The 11 early episode had seen singers, dance group, acrobats, pianists and though gifted dogs amongst their final winners, but a comic has never undertaken the top award. Robert White's, a comic who has Asperger's symptom, came other in the definitive in a usual that drew laughs of the mob for its derisive of the judges. End of YouTube position by Britain's Got Ability. The Jong brothers, gymnasts of Vietnam, wowed the auditorium by performance a bold jump how they had never finished out of a security gear up. One of the acrobats jumped of a move onto a plate in his sibling on his chief, motive Magistrate David Walliams to urge it for 4. Some key points of the Shah turned on a productivity of the D-Day darlings, who chant Planet War II era songs. They driven downward the building in a execution of, "Down There'll Be Bluebirds Above," the White's Cliffs of Dover, that Cowell outlined as wonderful. Lose Vote Guy, 21% Robert White's, 17.2% Dunches Decker's, 11.2% Grufford Wynn, 11.2% Jong Brothers, 9.5% DVJ, 7.1% The D-Day Darlings, 7.1% Nest and Tim, 6.2% Callum Courtney, 3.5% Mickey P. Kerr, 3.3% Be Favorable Chorus, 2.7%.